What's up, guys? It's me. It's Random Guy Speaks. Like I said, I'm honoring my promise. I'm reacting to the Ish video right now because I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. This is actually my second time watching this video. Almost finished the first one, but it's corrupted. So I'm hot. I went in on that. I think at one point I was almost damn near 4 hours because I stopped. I was asking a lot of questions. So besides the fact that I almost ripped my hair out, I basically just said, you know what? I'm not going to look at YouTube for a day. So I went away from it, and then I'm back. Hopefully I forgot some stuff in my mind, but it's a 2-hour reaction. It's really cool from what I remember. I just have a lot of questions still about some things, but I'm excited. I'm really excited. I had to fire up OBS, figure out everything again. And thank you guys so much for being patient. I'm sorry I'm looking kind of dusty right now. I'm going to go see my barber after this, but I want to get this done now so that there's other stuff on the docket. And I'm still kind of deciding whether or not to make a video about the aftermath of what's been going on with the Raja Jackson situation. I'm just kind of annoyed with everybody. Like, this isn't that hard. Raja Jackson did something wrong. Okay? Why are we trying to give him an out? Why are we trying to give him an out at all? And this is from people in the wrestling business, in the UFC, who are friends with certain people. There's so much going on. I'm still deciding whether or not, but if not, go watch the Chisel Adonis. He made a couple good videos about it. I still think he missed out on some things, but like maybe by the end of the video, because it's still going to be in the back of my mind this whole time while I'm watching this, I'll decide. But let's not forget about that new Ish video. I'm sorry I'm a month late, but let's go ahead and watch it. Let me fix my little screen real quick, and let's knock this out. Also, I know, obviously, shout out to the few of you who were like, hey, you need to react to the new video. I'm going to do that. Obviously, some of you guys in the old video, actually, shout out to that, because y'all made that video my most popular video of all time. I think over 55,000 people watched that reaction. So I really appreciate that. Shout out to Ish for commenting on that. And I'm going to say this before I start. I would love to see the back end of how all this works. You know, how do you get the people together? Who does what? How do the leaders prop up? I would just kind of like to see that. Like, I'm not a Minecraft guy. I think I've only played like a 15 minutes max with like one of my family members. So look, this isn't for me in terms of playing it, but I'd love to watch it. I just want to see, because I'm always interested in seeing how big things, like how they work behind the scenes. Like, you know, for instance, like I love sports, but I love the more sports business sides of it. I want to understand how the NFL is so powerful, the deals that they make. Why did they decide to make these deals? Why are they only going international now? There's so much things going on, and that same kind of curiosity that I have it for this, because I can only imagine how much this or how much work went into making this. And it's 2 hours, and it's over 2.5 hours long. And I'm gonna say this, I'm sorry, because I'm gonna be pausing a lot. I'm gonna try to kind of keep the audio down a little bit just to talk, and I know also you guys wanted to see me, so I'm doing it. I've gotten a lot more comfortable with my face on camera, especially with my other podcast. If you guys watched my "What Does YouTube Mean to You" video, you guys understand what I've been doing since I've been gone. But I'm back. Let's do this. I got a lot of ground to make up on, but let me just make myself a little smaller, just a little bit. All right, and let's dive on in. Make sure got my water. I might have to pause because I am expecting a pretty big call. It's supposed to be happening at some point in the day, so I'll pause it obviously, and I'll apologize and do whatever. But that's enough waiting or wasting time, or enough setup. Let's dive on in. Let's show me what you got, Ish. Show me what you got.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
Because it is, obviously, like you said, it's hardcore, but death by B is insane. It's so insane. That's how you lose? That's how you get kicked out the experiment?
Now each player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
...is a barren wasteland. each player to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war?
So I remember when I first saw this the last time, I was like, if I'm on island, if I'm on the island that doesn't have any resources, I'm hot because, you know, like I wonder how they decide this, why one got so much and one got so little, and how they're always going to make it work. But let's get going.
What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I will say is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video. I
still need to know.
Present to you the rich and poor 1,000 player civilization experiment. Don't forget, if you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel.
So I am subscribed to Ish on my personal YouTube channel. Now, I'll join the Discord. I mean, I only really use the Discord for the BSS, but I'll join in and see if, like, hey man, can I just get on the back end? Let me be a fly on the wall if that's even possible, because I just want to see how it works. Learning a whole new game now that Helldiver just dropped on Xbox, I'm going to say Super Earth. I just need the time. So this is just ironically one of the days I'm working from home. And I finished all my work early. So work early, already let my boss know everything's Gucci. Let's knock this out.
All right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone. It was the beginning of day one, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No.
Not at
There's
all.
nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging, and not only because it was empty, but because some parts of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome.
Oh no! No, no, no! Oh!
And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
Ooh, wow. When I first watched, that horrified me. Because I'm like, now that the fact that obviously he said it's gonna erupt. I didn't get to that part where the volcano erupted. That would horrify me the whole time. If I was on Island 1, I'm like, get me away from this thing. I don't want to be close to it. I don't want no freaking whatevers.
I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people. Now, to begin building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Wood is an essential material, and without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was one tree on the island, and it was pretty big too. But, of course, it was completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile,
All right, hold on. So this is just my question real quick. Obviously, because I asked this question last time. Can't you use there's stone? There's stone right here on the side. I'm probably covering it up, but there's stone all over the. Can't you just use that to build stuff instead of using trees? Like, do you need to use trees to build anything? Because this gonna sound weird. This seems like a pretty big flaw. What if you want to make some stone buildings? You gotta grab trees to do that. Now, look, it's an essential ingredient for everything. But dang, you tell me I gotta build everything out of that tree? That thing's not gonna survive long. It don't matter if already 25 people are died. If everybody needs to get to that tree's gonna die out pretty quickly, right? All right.
let's go over to Island 2. Hey guys! Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Selling water? This is from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Hey, no. It's double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps, you doing okay?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future. By the end of the first day, players on Island 1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rats made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you could... What the frick? Why? Wait, is this a bread line? Yes. Oh no! I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano.
What type of people would choose to live on a volcano? Hey guys.
Hello.
What the f-
Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the mafia.
This was Lingolini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2,
If I remember correctly, netherite is the most rare ore in Minecraft, right? Like you can do anything, like make armor and crap out of it, right? Like
there were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
I don't care about power. I don't care about government. I just want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named Call Me Cass was the leader of about 50 people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people, including pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners,
Canadian cartels? Canadian, huh?
and their employees.
I want fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict. What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth was a massive civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150 citizens.
We're gonna. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now, obviously it's odd, so you can always get a consensus. The problem is this isn't gonna work out, isn't it? I'm really trying to remember as much as I can. I took a couple days off just so I could try to forget what I could, and obviously with Raja and all this stuff going on. But yeah, this isn't gonna
turn this mountain into our city currently.
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days.
Who are those 4 people that died on Island 1? Who are those 4 people? That's insane.
As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event. Revy the Rat was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spood.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying.
Yo, Spood.
Well, yeah.
I do have food. You're private, but
I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now, this player, Spood, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spood's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is, until...
Oh!
Oh my god.
Oh, he's a traitor. He was trying to assassinate Spood.
Spood had survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend on Island 1. People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spood used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly!
Even though the people of Westhelm were still struggling with food and resources, their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier,
I would spend so much time just trying to understand how shit works if I tried this. Like, how the fuck are they just building bread? How does that guy just have all the bread? Does he stop at some point and go somewhere and makes more bread and then comes back? Because his business, he started building it up.
Somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But now, he's dead!
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spood. Nearly killed by some dude.
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quoth the raven, nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island. This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment of—
Can they not see each other? From Island 1 to Island 2? Can they not see each other? Because if I look and I start seeing that, oh damn, they got some trees.
Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh, in fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingolini. Speaking of Lingolini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me, I'm getting chased. Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingolini was not going to let that slide. Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview... Oh wait, who's coming out over here? There's some people coming out.
Oh, those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really? Lingolini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano. I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingolini to do just that.
Seneca and Lingolini agreed to protect each other in case of an invasion, and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cass Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Oh, crap. Guys, I think we're under attack.
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear.
Oh,
We are not here to invade you, we promise.
Why are y'all here? It's you mother.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed them.
You brought them all.
I
didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
So, no. Okay. Maybe I might be thinking a little too hard about this, but like, we need to figure out some more processes. Maybe like, hey, let's run like an evacuation drill or something. I don't know. Like, because you guys were not, if they were truly invading you guys were not prepared at all. They could have just deboed y'all for all your stuff. I mean, come on now.
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jophiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had pink cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbieland. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big, but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no
Hey,
roof.
hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and...
See, I would have done that. I would have been just like Saps. I'm like, let me go run those lower islands. I'm just chilling. Like, I'm chilling. See, that's me. I'm like, let me just go ahead and build by myself. Maybe get a water slide, go in a pool, you know, nice little place for me to chill, and then watch the world destroy itself, because there's definitely going to be like a massive war at the end of this, right? It's going to be like a massive war. So I ain't taking a part of it. I am not being a part of it at all.
drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cass Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
We are blessed to live where we live, and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system.
Let me pause real quick and I'll rewind a little bit. Now, if I remember correctly, there's like somebody compiled a playlist on YouTube of like 92 videos just regarding this experiment. So sorry, so I'm probably gonna go through that in my own time because I think that I just want to see what other people are doing. Obviously, he's only gives us kind of like the big ones. Like one of my favorite ones from the last ish video I did, the one where 1,000 people. I can't remember exactly what the big theme was, but there was like this tavern that was kind of neutral ground where everybody would go to settle the disputes, and they had their own storyline going on. And I was like, "Ooh, I want to check out that tavern," so I watched that. I think by myself. I don't know if I reacted to it, so that one was cool.
To calculate the northernmost point of the other propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace.
I remember that now. I hated the idea because obviously I don't know how much in communication players from each individual island are. But if you look at it, you're just giving Island 1 an easy path to invade, especially when they don't have the resources that you do besides netherite, apparently. Unless they have, I mean, Island 2 probably has netherite too. I mean, they got everything else. Why would you not give them any netherite? But I hated that decision. Like, you can't be that naive. That's where I'm at. You cannot be that naive.
But it wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
As Day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next. Back on Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Likes just to take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head and he was hanging around pirates. You can probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
Ooh. They're boiling him! Oh no! Oh my gosh! The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Hold on. I'm going to pause it real quick. I'll be right back. The call just came. I will be right back, and hopefully with good news. Sorry. It was a false alarm. Pretty bummed out. Just helping out a neighbor with something later, but let's dive back in.
Yeah, I saw it, but
Remember,
we don't know who.
If I remember correctly, Lego Likes just got killed, right? because he was dumb. He had a bounty on his head and he started hanging out with pirates. That's insane.
Claim the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Legolikes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingolini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go.
Sorry, I also got some snacks.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor's Food was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
A large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Whoa, Spoon. Nah, tell him like it is.
Good intentions, but it was there that he learned that he hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spood left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry guys, sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
I wonder where he gets his music from. It's really good.
Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
Alright, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do?
The pufferfish. Quick.
There it is.
Alright.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, they got so gassed.
We can kill it for leather!
Whoa.
Now back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other...
So can the mushroom cow give them anything else besides death for leather? I'm gonna have to look this up afterwards. Oh my god, okay.
Our leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives, believed that given the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first...
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
See, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Alcaracina pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingolini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Can I just have them like, hey, guys,
Hello, I'm looking for
chill out, or ask them to bring back Lingolini?
Ooh, mamma mia. It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Legolite.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cults would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross.
So, like skilled fighters like PvP? How big is PvP in Minecraft? How big is PvP in Minecraft? Now I want to know. All right then, guys. Now I'm curious.
Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1. At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Good for them. That's the right move. Is Island Unity. Whoa, 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 whoa! Let's kill all those sheep, right?
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication.
What?
What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving. What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power. See, there were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has barely 5.
Look, once you came
Because
together,
of all the fighting
it's
and
fine.
disarray, Commonwealth citizens started
Just
moving
get 'em on
to
your
other
side, like, hey, bro,
nations
just vote with me
the
all the
Cass
time.
Coalition.
That's dumb.
Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Because it's not up to code.
So then, citizens took matters into their own hands.
Whoa!
What?
No! Wow.
Anyway, on day 3, the biggest nations on
That's what
Island 2
happened
were
when it
still
corrupts.
the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition, and Tricolor. Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city.
Oh
my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Who's Aperion?
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara Bridge.
He's
So
gonna
he
get them
sent
all
in his
killed,
place
man.
His second in command, Flux. Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
Good luck, sir. And because this meeting was the most important
Zero's
event
not
yet
gonna like
on
that.
Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited, I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
That better not be some foreshadowing, okay, Ish? That better not be some foreshadowing.
Alright, I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here.
I can agree to
Yeah,
that.
I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but If Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jovial finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
No. They're already making propaganda about you. That's not finna work. That's not finna work at all. That's not finna work. Ugh. He's really trying to get y'all killed. Ugh.
I think Joe feels right. We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them. Food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
He might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Well, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Look. There's good. Actually, no. Let me finish this and then.
Guys. Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal: to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa.
Are you crazy?
What? This is
You plan to
ridiculous.
kill
What's crazy, Jovial, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That's
god.
too
have
much.
to
We
listen to
can't
me.
do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flex,
Hold
you're
on, we
doing
can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
Alright, everyone. We can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
Aye.
All in favor of sending aid to Island 1.
All right. Now look, I can see where Flux is coming from, right? I think the plan for being so incredibly naive enough to feel like, oh, we'll just send them aid and everything will be cool is dumb. I think it's incredibly dumb. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I really, the more and more I don't like it. But could you have some kind of way? I guess Cass is kind of the best, but even then, I still think that's kind of naive. I think they gotta prove before you start sending them anything. You know, you gotta be able to like, we're ready for whatever happens before we decide we're gonna start sending stuff. So that's why I'm kind of iffy on that. But Flux went fully like paranoid and trying to attack them. Attacking them is insane. Don't give them a reason, because especially if they're making propaganda, they've united, you guys haven't, right? But is everything that Flux is saying to just wholeheartedly throw what Flux is saying out is kind of dumb. But let's hope nothing comes to pass, because I would be chilling. Right? Open up the hand, but behind my back I have the big stick just in case. You know, just in case. But that's 3 days down. Jeez, we're only 30 minutes in. Ooh, 12 people died in Island 2.
Meanwhile, at West Helm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god. So you remember this guy?
The Ballad of Emperor Scrooge.
Well, he had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
That's pretty cool.
A barren wasteland island, a boiling water sea. Let's go. And no resources to speak of, except a wooden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spood, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens.
That's pretty
he
cool.
believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
West Helm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spood was a chaotic figure, West Helm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian.
Wow.
And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished will play a major role in West Helm's justice system.
You know what I like most about this is how intricate it gets. Like, look at them. To have a whole hierarchy from Spood to the regular citizen is pretty cool for West Helm. I love that. That's one of the things I like the most when seeing people, especially if I remember in the other one, somebody had connection issues. So they were like meeting up on Discord and doing this and that, making sure things would still run right. I really like that.
That said, Emperor Spood was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay, we need a better representative.
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
Oh,
you don't want Benji to die, do you?
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spood is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spood was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack,
so we freaking out because Spood listened to a song
on their
now?
side. So they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spood, for all your support.
You're welcome. I'm the best.
Glory to West Helm.
That was an amazing song. I'm not even a rock person
Seneca,
like that.
the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
Excuse me? What if it erupts? Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. The design is pretty insane because it's hanging on some chains. But what happens when it erupts? They're all going to die. Right? Right? They're all going to die. All right? It's her show. I'm just reacting.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it?
I don't know about all that.
Lingolini, meanwhile, decided to make...
That's dumb. That's like the dude who's a furry, and then he went and tried to become a wolf, and they mauled him. Like, what the fuck? Check out that story. That story was funny. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at the dude, but I'm like, what did you expect? These are some wolves, man.
His home underground within the volcano.
Deep under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingolini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, just let me tell you a little secret. We found some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single...
Wow. By the way, I hope he didn't tell Infernus about the netherite. You got to keep some advantages to yourself.
Secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingolini Mafia and Infernus.
That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. I know you can say, "Oh, we're allies, whatever." No. Okay, we're allies with. I mean, maybe not because Trump been talking a lot of mess on him. I mean, we're still kind of allies with Canada. We don't know everything Canada got, just like they don't know everything we got, right? So this is my thing though. I would if I'm every piece of netherite I got, I'd hide it somewhere completely different. Like, oh, if I put all my netherite in here, like I'm just using this as an example. If I put all my netherite right there by the like over here, I'm moving it somewhere completely different that only my mafia knows. So that even if, let's just say, some people get killed, other people can get to it. I think they messed up there.
Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingolini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingolini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingolini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return. So he secretly instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything. Lingolini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely. Otherwise, I mean, he would be in a lot of trouble.
I'm about to say, how are they going to forget? They literally live right on top of you.
That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingolini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
Thank you all so much for having me.
I love the fact that he just commits to that Mario
accent.
accent.
Eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout.
The PvP guys, right?
This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected? What's that?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to Sidefall.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
Of course,
Dude,
man.
it's free money.
You know what?
It's called a business for a reason. It's not for profit, okay?
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like, "The lava is rising," just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today, he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Yo, what the fuck is that? Hold up. What the fuck was that? You can't just end it there, bro. I don't give a damn about what Island 2 got going on.
Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as second in command. I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Sap still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, unloaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
Oh, it's that Grand Theft Auto 5 transition.
Jofiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second-in-command, Seraphim.
No way. I don't remember. No freaking way. What? Where'd the lava come from?
Seraphim! What are you doing?
What? No way. The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen. They killed Jofiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete disarray.
Wow.
Back at Saps' place, Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
What? Wait. Wait, didn't he just... No, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. So this is... I don't remember this because this is... I didn't get this far in the first video before I realized it was corrupted. Seraphim just went underneath the water. Didn't he just tell us that Fluxion was building a bunker underneath the water? Nah. Hold on. What's happening? What's happening here? What is happening here? Fluxion dirty, ain't he? Fluxion is dirty. But how could he convince Seraphim to kill he's second in command? How could Flux convince Seraphim to kill Jofiel? Why? Hold on. And then Fluxion just told Saps to go to Tricolor to go fix everything while he stayed. Nah, man, this whole thing's dirty, bro. This whole thing is dirty. It's dirty as hell. Oh, nah. Yo, this is some Game of Thrones shit. Oh, nah. Hold on. We about to see something. This is fishy as hell. That's what I'm going to say. Fishy. Very fishy.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina Pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. Alright, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh no.
My God.
He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh!
No.
I think I'm dead.
Wow.
Oh my God.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're number one because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo Sidefall.
Yeah, Sidefall's paid off. Don't trust him.
The news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of Island 1.
This is the best case scenario.
But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested. Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was netherite in the volcano. And this news spread all across the island.
That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. If you want to, first things first, I'm mad at the Linguini Mafia for letting Infernus know, right? I'm mad at them because they just want to build a fucking, just send them everything else but the netherite, right? And then I'm mad at Seneca because only the top people should know. And even then, Seneca, that's you. You should keep that to yourself. You and like your second in command. Because now look. Now everybody's going to be pulling up to the volcano trying to get netherite. Dumb. You're about to be strong arm for your netherite. That's dumb as hell what's going on. I'm annoyed now.
This was a disaster for Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the existence of netherites to themselves. Immediately after hearing about the netherite, the Covenant...
Now watch. Either Infernus or the Mafia is going to betray one another for the sake of island peace. I'm so annoyed.
Expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus.
The Covenant did it. So they sent some of the best PvP people.
They confirmed there was netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
You're dumb for letting the news get out about your resources.
Rich. We are not. Now with netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field, but the volcano people are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
I mean, I agree with you, but it's the strongest material or mineral in the game. So I'm just annoyed. I'm annoyed at Linguini, and then I'm annoyed at Seneca, and then obviously I'm annoyed at the dude who leaked the news.
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt
I don't
for
like
Seraphim
this.
and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops. Now, after Jophiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Alvin's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth.
Wow.
So another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well... Oh my god!
Oh!
We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from the Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Cass Coalition to complain to Cass directly.
I got information that there might be netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote, netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Cass Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting
He
paid?
didn't skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, Work Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbieland. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Cass Coalition.
Wow.
He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you.
You're so far up.
You have have to get closer to the ground.
Oh!
Oh! What the? Now, because of this
So you force him up there, he dies, and then you just take his resources and dip. Yo, salute to you, Wood Daddy. You was working hard despite the bad stuff in your way, man. Because that's insane.
In tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way.
I don't like this.
As the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting.
I don't like this, man.
Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quotes, important to tell me.
Nah, man, this whole meeting is dirty.
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
What do you mean, has to go?
He's not. He's not for
real. Removed.
How are you gonna do it? There's so many of them.
Done waiting. It's gonna happen today.
Oh my! I knew it.
Alright, leaders, welcome.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asking if they could help in any way.
No!
I told Seraphim to kill Jofield.
Oh my god!
And today, we will finish the job!
Oh my god! No! 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 But he can't. Seraphim can't do it by himself, or herself, or themselves.
What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done. I'm going to save this island by any means necessary.
I would like to bring you to the table. If you agree with full KOS on Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is gonna work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofield by Seraphim is any way connected? Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
Flux, do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Oh my god.
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
He used Saps!
The leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him.
No!
But if you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
Oh my god! Oh! Oh!
I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap? Is this all a setup? Saps? Where's Saps? Where did he go? Did Saps do this? Wait, Saps? Yeah, we have to find him.
Put him down! Kill him! Kill Zach! Zach, where are you? Zach!
Bro kind of did his own version of the Red Wedding minus the wedding bells. He killed like I saw that he didn't kill all of the leaders, but he killed a really big amount. Island 2's crippled. Oh my Flux, what did you do? It's perfect because now Saps is people thinks that Saps did it. Oh my god. Yo, Flux playing 3D chess. Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. Flux playing 3D chess, man. 3005. Saps. Oh my god, they're gonna hunt this dude down. That was the end of the 5th day?
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof.
Wow.
And Saps did not know they had done this.
Wow.
He had been
Saps.
framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan.
Hold on, let's go back.
Used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan.
So there's 3. So there's 5 leaders left. Wow. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he killed 7 leaders out of 12. Wow. He straight up used Saps. Straight up used them. Wow, I need wow. Straight up used Saps, man.
But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island.
Wow.
The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh!
What would a tricolor?
But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died, their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps.
He was framed! Guys, I promise, he was framed. He was framed. He was framed. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. He was framed. He was framed. They don't... Okay, quick question for you. Would you have run? Because him running made it even more guilty. But the problem is I think they would have just killed Saps right there. Oh my god. I don't even know where I'm yawning from. I'm still wow. Yo, wow. Look, I'll say this for Flux, man. He's willing to do whatever it takes to protect Island 2. All right, I'm getting another call. Give me a second. I just got to answer this bad boy, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. All right, sorry about that. Good news has been secured. Good news has been secured. I repeat, good news has been secured. Let's get back into this now. All right, so Saps has just been... This is going to sound crazy. I'm just going, but Saps has just been implicated in a dastardly scheme by Fluxion. I feel bad for him. He's like the most wanted man on Island 2. He might be the most wanted man in the world.
Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared Saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
Wow. Flux, unlike his
you
5...
betray one person to save thousands. Would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the two islands will finally fall.
So day 2 or island 2 has this massive shift in leadership right before the barrier falls. They're in horrendous danger.
Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
Oh my God. Still waiting for that volcano to blow up though.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it.
Yes,
a lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again.
So, I was going to ask him, how is it going to turn and hit the other island? I didn't even realize you could build rockets in Minecraft. So, he just launched a prototype nuclear rocket just somewhere? It's never going to come back down? Yeah, let's watch this guy, huh? Let's watch this guy. What if he just aims it at Island 2
Day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
No! Come on! No, jump! What about me? I can shoot. No!
What? I didn't do anything.
I blame Ish.
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald. The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
No! No, 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 no!
There they all go.
No!
Meanwhile, at West Helm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Rat had opened up a new
Did he put
going
poison
on.
in
Not
the
a
food?
shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his customers had instead started buying their food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh. What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at...
Wow.
Remy,
So Remy
are you behind
did
the murder of Dinosaur? Anyway, on day 6, the West Helm Coliseum was finally complete.
Looks cool, though.
What do you plan on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed, and that's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in West Helm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are West Helm citizen Ramsay Pie and West Helm's head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their
I mean,
plan
what was he going to use the
take out
Colosseum
Spood's
for?
second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I guess the fourth.
Second in command down. But Ramsay Pi was immediately chased down by Westhelm's
You
army.
could have made something happen, man.
Oh.
He did. Yep. There goes Ramsay.
With Ramsay Pi dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed in the name of Westhelm. Glory to Westhelm.
Glory to Westhelm. I mean, look, he's nuts, but he's getting the job done. I'm sure not every fight in the Colosseum is to death, right? I mean, he getting the job done, man. But I get it.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano. Going into the meeting, people were not happy with Infernus and the Linguini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
One of the two is going to betray the other. Either the Mafia or Infernus is going to betray the other, because now it's trying to protect yourselves diplomatically. I mean, right now I'm thinking Infernus would probably just throw Linguini to the wolves. That's what I'm thinking.
You absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with Westhelm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second-in-command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus' job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion, Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Whoa,
now,
okay.
Linguini, Seneca's biggest ally, was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano.
So the Mafia's going to betray Infernus?
We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way. Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result, Linguini went even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next 2 days.
I doubt it.
No, that's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So,
I mean, I respect the fact that she's 10 toes down.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus.
Whoa!
And we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Wow, completely undermined Infernus, huh?
Seneca's leaving?
Great.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Linguini's betrayal.
I want to understand why you did that, though. Now
I wish we had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
you're in a very dangerous position. Oh.
Saps, what just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job. Oh no.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh!
There we go. To the world, this looked like yet another senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust anybody, and especially not Island 1. In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara Bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working.
He made it happen.
Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
I want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saparada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed. Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
But first...
Down in the mines, they've all been searching for something.
Does this band actually have a name? Oh, that's right. What is that?
They're moving the warden up. No. No, they're not.
Wait, can you come on?
They're bringing it to the surface.
Why?
But I can't.
Oh!
They made it rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft.
Oh my god. Did it just shoot like a...
named the warden to rising lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1 went into a panic.
Why?
The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
Why?
The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
Oh no! It just goes around. Oh my god.
Dude, how is anyone gonna stop this? Until eventually it got to West Helm. But the West Helm army was ready.
Yes! Okay.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
There we go. You gotta fight back against that thing. Wow, that's like 20 people. Is this thing that strong? It's tanking hits, tanking hits. For West Ham! wait.
Come on. Oh my
They're like a Dynasty Warriors soundtrack. Oh! Oh my god! That's like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my god. It's by the Coliseum. Oh my god.
Welcome to West Helm.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's running. It's in the... Did they catch him? Oh, they got him. There we go. Get that guy. Somebody honor that guy. Why was Remy all the way up there? He's like, bruh, not in my crib. Here comes Saps.
The defendant Saparata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Elk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling. Prosecution, go ahead.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
We know after investigating that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saparata.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
Oh wow!
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Oh my god, okay.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux.
Yeah.
But he would end up making a critical mistake.
What do you mean?
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap.
I don't know.
Well,
Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
Oh, he doesn't know that he's been killed.
Make my decision.
Oh, he doesn't know. Saps is
Judge
cooked.
Timebomb, find Saparata.
Hold on. Saps is cooked, isn't he? He's cooked. Because he doesn't know that 3 Below was killed. He's cooked. He's so cooked. Damn, Fluxion's gonna get away with it. Fluxion's gonna completely get away with it because the last person with any evidence is Saps. Oh my god.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes.
Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Executed. Oh, that's it.
Yep. That's it for Saps. That's it for Saps. Everybody and all the conspirators get away. Oh boy. You can't even run. Look at how many people are there. So they're gonna take him to the top of that sword thing and throw him off? Oh, he's running! Oh my God, he's running! He's running! Can he?
Is he running?
Oh my God!
No way! No
Can
way.
he get away from all these people? Oh, through some water. Oh, he's a vet. Oh, that dude's pretty close to him though. Oh boy, can he get away? Oh, nice save. Oh crap. Oh my God, he's gonna get away. He got away?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Bodyguards.
He escaped, man.
Did he actually get
How did
away?
he?
You gotta be kidding me. No!
How did he escape? You were all on his tail. I mean, Saps, way to make it out, but you were all on his tail.
Killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
Wow.
Disgrace to all of the island.
Saps, why did you do this?
Wow. He's gonna be the most hated man because is he gonna run the island once the barrier? Can he survive that long? Oh wow, Saps' story is interesting. Day 7, the barrier's going down today. Wow. Excuse me. All these people.
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that Remy? Oh shit.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially
Saps, run
dropped.
Island 1.
At
Run
first,
Island
people
1.
were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major
It's
culture shock.
literally at the end of the week.
Island 1? Whoa.
And as expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
Probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the 2 islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these 2 who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing! We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared.
Okay.
It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
The water isn't boiling.
I'm genuinely shocked, but with all that's going on, with technically both islands' political systems, with all the disarray, yeah. Wow. I'm genuinely shocked.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingolini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2. After yesterday's netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingolini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingolini went far away and settled in the Caste Coalition.
That's the move. I'll move even further. I'd probably go all the way to the second island.
Yes, we are, but we
more
might do some
deadly.
rebranding over here.
Are you guys like violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingolini to set up his home outside the Caste Coalition.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Sorry, it's one of those where I don't want to be moving like this during the stream. So God, this is like the 3rd time I've done it. I apologize. I'll be right back. And I'm back, and I'm sorry. I left to go to the bathroom, came back with snacks. I'll say this right now. One thing about me, I am a snacker. This time I'm having cereal. I feel like a lot of you guys after this are going to be concerned about my diet, but trust me, I'm fine. I work out a lot. I also coach Pee Wee football. Them kids keep me on my toes. But I'm a snacker. That's my weakness. With that and Rome Total War 3 Kingdoms. But I'm probably gonna end up making a video about that. But yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Linguini and them just ran back to they just joined the cast coalition, but not fully because they're on the outside. You think at first just gonna let them get away with that? All right, let's see.
That said, the Cass Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered
Mommy?
here today in the
Whoa!
cherished memory.
Did we miss out on a potential love story?
Beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster
That's
for
true,
the
'cause he
Commonwealth.
got away from, like,
Island 2 had
200
entrusted the
people or
Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the
sitting there with, like,
Commonwealth
one leader
leaders
left, right?
resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until one of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. So as long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
I mean, you did run again, but you were gonna die.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1. But it wouldn't be so easy. Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Oh, the bridge! Oh, I'm not mad at the idea.
Use the bridge.
Oh my god, is he gonna sneak past him?
No way.
Oh my god. Stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low. No, he's seen! They saw him!
What the heck?
Oh crap!
How you doing, bro? Island 1.
Wow.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Whoa, he found the right person. If they'll take him.
To touch this water.
They might be the strongest nation just in terms of expertise,
On the south
right?
side of the island, it's safe.
Because Turntap is the Covenant, and the Covenant got a lot of really good PvP people, right? Found the right person.
Turns out, earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant,
no!
But actually upon the request of Infernus.
No, the Mafia's cook. Ooh, look at that castle.
Linguini betrayed
Yeah,
us,
the Mafia's
humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Yesterday, Lingolini had opened up the volcano for netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingolini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingolini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Run!
Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she let them mine for netherite before anyone else. But because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingolini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Hey, you ever thought about diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over my grave, he will not be a part of it.
Oh, they've got him. They've got him.
Cooked. Oh, did he kill somebody?
Mamma mia.
The Covenant had massacred the Lingolini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate, the Blue Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done. Howdy,
And this guy's just
you got some
freaking
fancy
chilling.
armor now.
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really?
He
Earlier
get new
today,
armor?
Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the Warden when it died. Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And ideally, the sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill on sight. We hunted him down the other day. We couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current frontrunner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parent, we've just been going around to different houses, knocking on doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
He's wrong on a couple things, but he's cooking.
Since the beginning, Flux's
Actually, no,
philosophy was simple.
You know what, bro? Moving like Littlefinger. That's what he's moving like. He's moving like Littlefinger. Wow. Wow.
You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind.
That's still insane to me.
But the cost of their deaths was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofield, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofield hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island 2, people didn't feel a sense of calm. but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last-ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause. He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1. But on their way to the West Helm Capitol building, they ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Yeah, you about
Saps
to
and
die.
his crew then entered the Capitol.
You about to die. That's insane.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of West Helm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Spood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Spood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization.
Probably the right move.
Karasina Pirates.
It's probably the right move for Spood to not have Saps. Turns him into
Although when
the
he
whatever.
arrived, things felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear. I'm just kidding.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option.
Whoa.
At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something that I'm being framed for, you know?
But then, suddenly,
Yeah.
Need to leave?
What? Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Run, Saps, run! Shout out to
years ago,
Turntap.
Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
What's going on?
1 sec. You gotta go back to Covenant like immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the
Yeah, you
Covenant,
guys shouldn't even come out to
Turntap
the
suddenly
pirates.
started acting suspicious himself.
Y'all should know because they killed that one dude. They
Are
killed
we
the
safe? Is
who
everything
attacked
fine? What's going on?
the mafia leader.
We need to go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either like you can handle this on your own, or like just. Here, I'll explain to you on a sec. Just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now. So
You gotta go,
I'm putting
Sap.
a lot of faith
Don't
into
do it.
you.
This is so suspicious.
Get
As
outta here,
ran,
Saps.
He pondered his choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
Smart move. Smart move. Smart move.
It's all
Saps.
load. Saps then climbed the mountains of Island 1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust. He was now all alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead.
So it's now that we know Island 2 is gearing up to come to Island 1 to look for Saps, which could
And so
cause
he
a massive-
ventured into the snow. And started collecting blocks.
What are we doing? What are we doing, Saps?
Saps, what are you doing?
I can't trust anybody. Flux won. He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
No, Saps. No, 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 no. No. Don't give up. Don't give up, Saps. Don't give up. Not like this. At least fight him. The Coliseum. Now, why? Now, the problem is, why would Flux fight him in the Coliseum at all? If I'm Saps, okay, I'm trying to put my head into if I'm Saps. Problem is he's not getting any reliable information from Island 2. Technically, he's not getting any reliable information from anybody. But me personally, I hope there's a big conflict that while they're looking for me, Island 1 gets involved. Because if Island 2's gearing up to come over to Island 1 in force to look for me, I'm hoping that Spood and Westhelm don't take too kindly that now there's a massive conflict. And then maybe through there you can escape, maybe go back to Island 2, or you find Flux somewhere in the chaos and you get him. But nah, don't just give up. Don't just give up like that. Nah. Saps, nah, Saps.
Day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by. And he planned to jump off. But he didn't.
There you go.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
Yes. By the way, elite camera placement and great tower. Hey, look at tower. Now, sorry, real quick. This is brand new territory for me. I believe the last one only lasted 7 days. So, is this going on for like a couple weeks? You know what? Let them cook. Let them cook.
Welcome, everyone. Today, we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent Westhelm farmers.
Wow.
Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder Westhelm food supplier Dino's Earth. Ready, set, fight!
Oh. Here they go.
Oh,
look at that swing. Wait, some guy jumped in.
Whoa, whoa, oh!
He won. Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now, it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything? We just build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
Wow. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders,
you could do a trade. Saps, when you find them, for Knight Arcturus. You do a trade. Boom, everybody wins.
However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They step that chocolate.
And so Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't get why the Commonwealth doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with West Helm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jovial's grave, and had stolen Jovial's head.
Can I wear this? Hey, Cass, I brought you a trophy.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth.
That's, by the way, that's a move, but that is insane. You walked up into the Tricolor and took Jovial's head. That's massive disrespect. Good on Cass. Good on. But did they get their head back? That's the question. If not, now what I'm noticing here is now there's a lot of reasons for different factions across each island to start crossing over and either looking for somebody or getting revenge. Basically looking for somebody for real, which is going to cause the war. I'm just...
The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who are mostly cheese merchants and call themselves the Conquistadors.
I remember a freaking turkey.
It's the way of cheese, but el queso!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Ish, I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
Oh!
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you. In Lunar, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
I'm thinking of running in the election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps. In fact, by day 8, Luminara had told all of the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama, the murder of Lingolini.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingolini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If people knew that she was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble. But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingolini Mafia.
Wow. Let's say, yep, we don't care about them.
Going back to West Helm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army.
Wow.
Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on West Helm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the West Helm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Can we make a deal? We're running out of time.
I mean, cool on the Covenant still protected Saps.
Saps is back. And Turntap's here too, for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
Hey you can turn the sun away, paint the moon in blood. If we can do what we do best, we're nocturnal life.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Flexion.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth, and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Lingolini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided they would go.
So you turned the sun away. How could you be so cruel? Ooh, hey. You wrapped the moon in ice. That's not nice. Not nice.
To begin the meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
I'm not gonna hold you. Spood is playing this so well. He's playing this so well right now. I'm impressed because he was going nuts the other day or yesterday. Wow, I'm impressed.
Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him. This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with Westhelm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
Oh my god.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
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 Oh.
This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance because Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince them after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Most hunted man in the world, goddamn.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium
By the way,
on a mission to
that bounty
reunite Island 1.
must not be big enough if they're still letting Bro walk around.
I have been framed for the mass assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What does that mean? That's vague. What does that mean?
What is
the corruption?
Listen.
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago...
What the? What is this? About 15 members of the West Helm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium.
Oh, they're trying to strong arm
them.
them.
Certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me, I have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from West Helm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2 in the next, like, 5 minutes. I do not know.
Spood, what did you do? Spood, just... Oh, no.
Had grown impatient.
No.
After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the West Helm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Night Arcturus.
No, just be patient. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Oh my God, they're going right now. Oh my God.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
With their first plan failing, West Helm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
What's happening, guys?
They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Oh shit.
Everyone bail, bail.
The West Helm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. West Helm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Night Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
Wow. Wow. I thought this was going to be horrendous.
While at the Cass Coalition.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. For what? Oh.
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Yeah, kind of looks like him, yeah.
What's he doing at Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
You gotta show Cass.
What do you think?
Interesting.
I mean, it's crazy that you waited 3-4 fucking days to let this come out.
I'm on it.
Oh wow. Flux might be cooked. Hold on, I'm about to open the window. I'm still watching.
A citizen of the Cass Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof.
Viewing his
On its
own
own, this
video
wasn't the
footage.
best evidence. But for some people, it did raise some questions.
Okay. Now we're on day 10. Oh boy.
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingolini Mafia. It's why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up. When Spoon invaded the Commonwealth yesterday, he got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors, who were
that could have ended up being real bad. I'm surprised he got away with it.
All my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
What's going on with...
Earlier yesterday, Queen Sinica had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingolini. This is why Sinica was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond. And on day 9, she made her decision. To dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingolini's head.
Whoa. Wow. I don't think the Covenant are as good as you guys think they are.
Let this be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Oh my god, they're gonna throw in the lava?
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion...
If everyone is against them, then we are not going to...
Benji's dead! Benji's dead!
What?
What? Benji?
Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingolini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that
he took himself
alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingolini.
Why?
At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingolini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision. So he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life. Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
What's Fluxion doing here?
Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus.
Oh my god.
Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look. We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
Being possibly responsible for the death of Joe Field in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways.
Ooh.
If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This is an outrage against Luminara. I cannot believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
So if you were guilty, run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial?
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
Wow, he's gonna pull up, huh? He's gonna pull up. Okay.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor.
Wow.
He's like stopping every few seconds.
People stop, don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Oh, here they come. Oh!
Hey, what is this?
What? Wait, Flux is getting away? It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him
Flux
so that he
is
could
big
run
brain.
away from his arrest
Flux is big brain right now.
making guilty.
Flux is fucking big brain right now. Big fucking brain. Big fucking brain. That's what I like to see right there. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Is running circles around people diplomatically. Wow. So now he looks super innocent. Wow, Saps. I don't know, man. Saps, I think you're cooked, bro. I think you're cooked. Oh, boy. Big brain move right there. And then he runs back to Luminara.
His whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Legacy. Yeah? We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way.
Oh, that's tough. Alright.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara.
Bro moving like anybody who's played Dynasty. Bro moving like Sao, Littlefinger. Bro, big brain moves right now. Big brain moves by Fluxion right now, okay? Big brain moves. Orchestrating his own fake assassination. Finding a way to escape. Then coming up, strong-arming the popular guy to withdraw. Call his bluff. The problem was Fluxion had all these people with him. But even if Legacy, even if they kill you, that would only raise more questions. Why did he kill him? Oh man, Flux big brain move.
Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
These are big brain moves by Fluxion. This is cinema right now. Holy crap.
Yesterday, Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempts to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Oh!
Show us the head. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
Wow.
Now, this actually led to an alliance between West Helm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance.
Okay, Spood. Hey, no, I've been hating Spood right up there with Flux, man. He making moves too.
To befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later, Spood also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, TurnTap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him.
Okay.
In fact, the reason TurnTap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Anyway, now that TurnTap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which TurnTap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had a surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders.
Whoa!
You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. Are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright, could you guys come inside?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Saps, you gotta run.
We can put all of our fighting behind us.
Saps, you gotta run.
I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Night Arcturus.
Oh, I called it.
Oh wow.
I called it.
RT for Saps.
I called it.
I mean, where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now, and then we can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
Oh.
We don't have him. We do not know where he's at.
Look, he comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll find him for me?
Spood, don't do this.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I am shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or I tell everyone from back home that you're harboring Saparada. They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
You can't let them leave, Spood.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate, you expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist? Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Alright. Get out.
Oh!
Now.
Wow. I was on the edge of my seat. I was on the edge of my seat. Those are horrendous terms. Why did you? Okay, the Commonwealth dude offer to get Night Arcturus, capture him, and then just bring him over. You could do a fair trade at the time. You wanted him to be like, yo, give us Saps right now, and we'll hopefully find Night Arcturus. That's a horrendous deal. But now we're on the course to war now. We're on the course to war. Basically last 30 minutes of the video.
Of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy.
Oh!
But Saps getting attacked. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh boy. Sap's getting attacked again. The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassinations.
Not going in a building, we're having this outside.
Seneca and the rest of Infernus had arrived, but were refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Let's come inside.
These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun, and things were already out of control. And then someone's setting up dripstone.
No! Saps! Oh! Turntap was killed. Oh.
And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Run! What the? Run! They're trying to kill us.
Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus castle.
Wow, look at that thing, man. Holy crap.
Both Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingolini Mafia. But now that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spud, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis. It appeared that Spud had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war. And on top of this, Spud had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting.
No!
Now, of course, Spud suspected this was a trap,
yeah,
but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to this meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
Oh, Spider.
You're a hero, Spider.
Oh my god, Spider.
Glory to Westhelm.
Glory to Westhelm. I'm locked in, man. Spider!
These guys are all waiting for something to happen.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is it.
Oh my god. For Spider! How could you kill him?
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned. See, after Zekr's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all.
Wow.
Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
What? Oh my god! That's genius!
Come on in, guys. Welcome to Infernus.
Thank you, Seneca.
That's fucking genius by Sitzkrieg. That's so genius. Now they have the most men. They have the strongest fighters. Oh my god.
So many people. Oh my god. Infernus is massive.
And that's Infernus against everybody.
Meanwhile, at the Cass Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party.
Happy birthday.
But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming. She watched from afar as the Commonwealth fell apart. She watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux? See, earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-Island 2 propaganda, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us.
Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial, yet he was still found guilty. In fact,
it was a sham trial.
The trial itself
it was a sham trial.
Was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly.
It was a sham trial.
Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
I never thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Sounds good. See?
All right, first thing tomorrow.
What a crazy day. Benji died yesterday, right? Turn Tap gets killed, gets assassinated. Then all of the Covenant goes to Infernus. The second in command of West Helm goes to the Covenant, really to die, so that West Helm has all the justification to go to war. The Covenant kills him, and then they all dissolve. Then the Covenant dissolves, and all the members of the former Commonwealth, go to Infernus. Infernus is freaking stacked, man. The most men, still access to Netherite. And the strongest fighters as well. The only thing that could do it is if the volcano erupts. That's the only thing left. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, Three Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend. And I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge which he would have wanted.
Rocket Stone! I mean, Three Below was naive, but he was a good dude.
Alright, let's go, let's go!
Oh my god, here they go.
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Aperion to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
The plan was simple. Aperion would invade Luminara from the south, while the Cass Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
I just,
Oh, they're here! They're here! Flux is running.
Hey, this is a funeral.
Oh! They're after him!
Surrender, Flux! I don't want to do this!
Oh!
Okay, wait, surrender! Okay,
Surrender!
I'm not moving, I'm not moving!
Flux was under the arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage!
And attempting my assassination!
Hey, stop!
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was He's our president. They're trying to arrest our president.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
You are speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
What are you talking about?
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until...
He runs!
Oh, he's running! He's running!
Turkey! No! Oh my god.
Flux had killed 5 people using a secret trap he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
Can you block up behind?
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2.
But where's he gonna go?
Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Concave storage queue because no one is safe in Luminara at the moment.
Holy. Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass Flux and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Or so he thought.
I am so confused on what's happening right
Oh
now.
my god!
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people?
Yeah.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap?
Yeah, Flux built that trap.
Which made people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Saps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth.
Yeah, and a lot of you guys wanted him dead, man.
Hey, Saps, how do you feel?
Dude, finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had gone into hiding, Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side.
Good for you, man. Saps is gonna run to Infernus, though. That's the problem.
And now,
oh, not
instead
Saps.
of hunting for
Flux.
Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
He's running to Infernus.
This is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I would have been the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
Really no other move he can make.
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus under the condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in. But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor West Helm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
Wow. I mean, I there was no other move Flux could make but to go to Infernus. Right? The volcano still hasn't exploded. Hold on, what time is it? Volcano still hasn't exploded. Oh boy, it's gonna be.
Today, we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. We love you. Glory to West Helm.
Glory to West Helm. Where's my sword at? Hold up, where's my sword at?
He was my brother. Where's my sword at? He was everyone's brother. And they took him from us. They took him.
Yeah, I got a sword.
Murdering so many of
I got a sword.
And
Glory to West Helm.
Today, we
I bought this in
Chinatown
in LA when I was like 12. I've kept it ever since. There's like a little dragon on it. No, it's not sharp. Don't matter. Glory to West Helm. Oh my God. Hold up. I gotta rewind because let's go back. Go back a little bit. Let's go back.
For Spider. Today, we infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I...
For Spider and for Owo. Salute. For the people you lost along the way. This is amazing.
Die today. I love you all.
I love you, Spoon, even though you're weird. Glory to West Ham! Glory to West Ham!
He was my brother.
Linguini!
Everyone's brother.
Yes!
And they took him from us.
Yes, they did.
Took him.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
That's right.
Okay, vamos, amigos, vamos.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
Let's go, let's go.
I was about to say, they're about to have some great tunes when they attack. By the way, how come most of y'all don't got diamond armor? Some of y'all finna die quickly. Ooh, Spook with some netherite armor.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts.
Yes!
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends.
Bro was playing just too many times. He just messed
Today,
up.
we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Thank you, Saps. Alright, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing! Come on!
Alright, here we go.
Could have been a better speech, but it still accomplishes. Bro should have watched Attack on Titan before Erwin's speeches before he did his speech.
There's so many.
But oh my god, look at that. It's like freezing his TV or computer.
Civil rights, you demand that I eternize your name. Walk ahead.
Oh my god. I think there might be a problem. It's okay, it's good, it's good, it's good.
You cover us in shame, and I take the blame. Living by the rules, Teen Witch, high school blues. Walk ahead. Beginners keep provoking. Blood-red suns start choking. Can anyone stand this nonsense?
What happens if you destroy the chains to the castle?
Telling us to stop and obey.
You know what this is like? So Flux has been basically Littlefinger this whole time. And then after getting caught in season 7, he runs back and pops up with Cersei. With all his people. Right after right after the main, like Jon and all them killed the Night King. I don't think that's a good enough comparison, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
To stop and obey.
No, y'all need to build.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
What are we doing?
Okay, send out the Covenant now, right now.
Go, 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 go.
Covenant ambush! Watch out!
Big fighting on the ground right now. Covenant is attacking from behind.
Smart. Oh, it's like big. big move by the Covenant. A big move by Seneca. No! No, this is my problem. This is my problem. This is my problem. I'm pausing it right here. I'm pausing it right here. You do all the speeches. Did you do any scouting? How about having a war council before we fucking invade? I found my sword. I found my fucking sword. All right? I found my sword. But I'm not just going to go in there and start swinging. You got to figure out how to use your sword effectively. It's a little bent. It's a little bent at the top. You know what I need? I need to go get a new sword. I need to go get a new sword. You know what this means? A trip to Chinatown. I wonder... I was at a spot, because I was at a spot in a town next to mine, and I saw some, a couple Demon Slayer swords. One of them was Rengoku's. I mean, it's cool. It's cool for Rengoku, but I should get some katanas. I know what I'm doing next weekend. Can I do it next weekend? No, I'm doing too much. War Council. There was no War Council. There was no War Council. I'm very annoyed with what I'm seeing here today. I gotta sheath my sword. I gotta sheath my sword. I gotta sheath my sword. This is piss poor planning by Spood. Piss poor. What are we doing?
It's just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
Get down off our mountain.
Oh!
They got it, they got it.
Oh, they're up on the tower. Oh! Remy!
The final push, here we go.
Oh! That was Legacy, right?
They're in.
How'd they get in?
Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Was that Oppenheimer?
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Look out for the hole.
Watch out for the hole. What you guys got?
Yeah! Oh my God. There goes Sitzkrieg. There goes Seneca. I never let somebody get the thing. If I'm Flux, I'm jumping. You're not gonna get the. Oh, bro is cooking though. He's a slippery motherfucker. Did he survive that drop? He's still alive? He's still alive? Bro got plot armor at the ass. He just swept through some lava.
No. Surely not. Of course he has a total. Of course.
Yo, Fluxy might be the GOAT. Fluxian might be the GOAT.
He's missing?
Hold on. let's go. Let's go.
Why? You were gone!
What? No way.
They're gonna 1v1 at the Coliseum?
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Let's make this a fair fight, okay? Flux.
Ridiculous.
Look at all these people dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
This is incredible. I feel like I have to talk just in case
I can't watch this.
Okay. Round two. Oh!
Oh my gosh!
Oh! Saps! With the Jack, you play. He's running. Who got killed? Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Good job, Sam. Good job.
Wait, his boy left though.
Saps had killed Flux. And with that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Wow. Wow. My days are, my mouth is still open. Wow. Oh my God.
Today, we gather to honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus.
Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 West Helm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
Remy. With daddy and with mommy.
After the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on. Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
In the corner of the crowded
I Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
Everyone I met's dead.
Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival. And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara. And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2. This brings back memories. Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cass Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm. It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Do we all so slowly lose control as emotions overflow?
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now. Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
I'm about to say, I thought he was going to get away.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were going to blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie, do you take Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate?
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2, 1.
That's cool. Bro said, will you turn around and see the nuclear bomb behind us? So it's like, what? Whoa.
Falling into the unknown. Or do we all guard our small fragile
That was incredible. That was incredible. That was incredible, for real. That was amazing. This is okay. Stuff like this is like, for real. I'm gonna pause it and full screen myself here. But oh, Helldivers, don't get me started on that. But for real, stuff like this is why I love YouTube. Like, for real. I'm not even trying to be like crazy or sentimental. Like, for real, who thinks of stuff like that? Like, for real, who really thinks of stuff like that? And to be able to bring all these people together, because obviously it's just more than just the 1,000 players. It's the people who do all the stuff behind the scenes. Like, that was incredible. That was incredible. Like, I hope that one day I'm able to do that. You know, whether it's me, I play like for instance, I'm playing a lot of Total War right now. Total War 3 Kingdoms. It's literally an obsession of mine. So from now on, if I'm ever late or taking too long to make a video, it's because I'm playing Total War 3 Kingdoms. Like, I understand that's so much different than Minecraft, but like to even just get all those people, I understand there's so many other stories to tell. Like, I want to watch and see if they ever find Knight Arcturus, right? Obviously, there are so many other nations we don't know about. Oh, and then we get a freaking Turkish thing right at the end, but like, I want to know more. Was there anybody who ever looked, was there even some kind of civilization that built on the second island with all those trees? You tell me nobody lived there except for Saps and Knight Arcturus was running around there? What about even learning more about Remy and things like that? That would have been. I can't wait to look at that playlist. 92 videos. I'm gonna go through damn near all of them and see what I can. But that was incredible, man. That was incredible. Like, that video deserves millions of views and even more than that. And I can't wait for the next ish video, because that's the only Minecraft content right now that I'm mainlining is that. And it's good to be back and good to see that video, because hopefully one day, and I know I said it at the start of the video, ish, I can sneak in there somehow. I don't know if I want to play, but I just want to be a fly on the wall, if that makes any sense. Like, for lack of better terms, like, be like a documentary person or a documentarian of just watching the whole process go through, because I think that'd be so cool. That'd be so cool to be a part of it. But look, if I have to play, I'll play, but I'll probably be pretty shit at it. But thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. It's good to come back and do these reactions. Like, I'm sorry I had to pause a few times because obviously the calls, this is long. I didn't realize how long. I completely underestimated how long that video was. And it's told me it was over 2.5 hours long. I'm actually surprised I only kept it to a little bit over 3 hours, because I thought I was going to pause a lot more. There's another video that I want to react to, which is by ironically the Mixed Martial Academic. If you know why I like his videos, you should check out my What YouTube Means to You video that I made, kind of like my introduction back into, or my reintroduction back into YouTube. His video is talking about MMA media and MMA guru, and his, I guess you can say, controversial rise in the MMA media space. And especially with what's going on right now between him and Rampage Jackson regarding Rampage's son Raj and him almost killing that pro wrestler. Like I said at the start, I'm just annoyed with damn near everybody in this, because people are trying to pick a side when there should be no side. Damn near everybody fucked up in that situation. Psycho Stu for hitting Raja with a can, but guess what Psycho Stu did? He fucking apologized multiple times, and then he offered to get his lick back. All right, okay, you can get me back in the ring, you know, in a way that did mean him almost dying, because let's not get it twisted. Raja almost killed that man, but we don't need to talk about that. I'm really in my head just been sitting here with a script going on in my head, and that's stopping me from doing the other things that I want to talk about. But we don't need to talk about that right now. Ish, once again, fantastic video. I can't wait for your next one. That's one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time. Like, for real, one of my favorite of all time. And I really cannot wait for the next one. I'll post this up as soon as I can, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Let me know if you guys have any other videos you guys want me to watch. Let me know. Obviously, I'm always down to learn more. If there's more Minecraft stuff you guys think you guys want me to see, I'm down. Why not? But yeah, just let me know any other things you want. Let me know what you thought of this. How did it feel with my face on there? I'm still kind of weirded out, because I like to not have my face on there, so just so you guys can hear my voice, because this is how I look, man. I'm a regular ass guy, you know. But if this is what it takes, so I just don't get in trouble with YouTube or anything like that's what it'll take. If not, I want to go back to just not having my face in there, so we can just watch the video, pause, and have me keep going. But fantastic video. Fluxion might be the GOAT. I'm not gonna hold you. I think any other person other than Saps, he's gone. You never find him. You just never fucking find him. So what a fucking video, man. What a great video. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching.